In English, like in Spanish, we have relative sentences. First, you need to know what is a relative sentence. A relative sentence is like, for example, like a big adjective, okay, an adjective that has always the position after the noun it refers. Okay, it comes always after the noun it refers back. And this type of adjective has the shape, the form of a sentence. It's a sentence, a real sentence. These sentences are introduced by pronouns. The most typical pronouns you have here in the whiteboard are who, which, whose, where, when, and why. If, for example, you use who to join two sentences, who always refers back to a person. The man who or that you saw is my dad. You can use who or that. Later I will explain why you can use that. Not always is possible to use that, okay? But I will explain you later when we distinguish between defining and non-defining sentences. Then we have which refers back to an animal or a thing. So what I was saying before, this is a sentence that is working as an adjective. For example, in the second sentence we have here, the dog which or that you ran over was my neighbor's. El perro que pillaste era el de mi vecino. Okay, you could say instead of the so you can get the idea of what I'm saying, that it is the relative sentence is like an adjective. You could say, for example, the black dog was my neighbor's. All the sentence which you ran over, this works as an adjective which gives information about the dog, and information which is important. If you say, for example, only the dog was my neighbor's, then there is the missing information. Whose dog are you talking about? Okay, so that is the important thing of relative sentences. The examples that we have here with the pronouns, they are all defining relative sentences. What does defining means? It means that the information in the relative sentence is vital, very important to identify the noun. For example, you don't know in the first sentence, the man who you saw is my dad. If I do without the sentence, the man is my dad, there is a missing information. We don't know what man we are talking about. So we need a relative sentence, which, as I was saying from the beginning, it works as an adjective, okay? That comes after the word it refers. That is very important. It is very important because we will have to do a type of activities which imply joining two sentences, and you have to be very careful where you put the relative sentence. Then we have, for example, whose refers to possession. The boy whose mom is a teacher is ill. Whose means cuyo madre es profesora. Where, they are also relative words, refers to place. The restaurant where I saw you is very expensive. When refers to time. The day when I met you was the 1st of January. And why refers to reason. Normally, in a sentence where you have why, you always have first the word, the reason. The reason why you are here is very important. The reason why you did that is very important, and so on. Normally, it has the reason in the same way that when normally has they, okay? Right. I will explain you now in another video when is it possible to omit the relative pronoun, because in spoken English there are many occasions in which you can omit the relative pronoun. In written English, normally it's more formally to write your relative pronouns.